Hi guys, back again with another Legends match in the Master League. We've already wrapped up the title in the first season. A few games left to go. We're in, where are we? 21st of March on here, and we are playing Fiorentina Legends away. I believe Fiorentina are around about 12th or 13th, so should easily beat them, but you never know, especially with the I don't know, typically the Italian teams can be difficult to beat. Okay, so first of all, as you can see, Cristiano Ronaldo's clearly going to be out here. Going to stick to Stefano in for now. We'll see what happens. Beckenbauer puts Ramos on. He's at full fitness. Probably take Iniesta off. Who should we put on? Possibly Figo. Takes Zidane off. Give him a bit of a rest. And maybe Lampard. Maybe put Khan in goal. Let me have a look. So Ronaldinho, Maradona. I don't know. Not sure who to play. Stefano, yeah, he's a great finisher, but he's not really good on the wing. Ronaldo wouldn't exactly be. See what he's like as a centre striker. Nah. I tell you what. Why don't we? I'm gonna put Ronaldinho on and bring Stefano on off the bench, probably for Ronaldo up front. It's probably going to be these three that I'll bring on later. Okay, and who have they got? Batistuta, one of my favourite players. Baggio, Rui Costa, Sebastian Frey in goal. And yep, we'll stick with those kits. I might up the difficulty for the next season. Clearly I've won the league by quite a margin. I think I've only lost one game and drew one game. The rest I've won. But I wasn't sure what to expect with me playing obviously all legend teams. They are tougher teams to play against, but I've also got a ridiculous amount of talent on the not just the start 11 but the bench and beyond. Currently I think for the league Messi's the top scorer, followed by Cristiano Ronaldo, and I think the same for the assists actually, but they would have had a lot higher if I wasn't rotating the players so much. Again, play a 4-3-3. Actually, sorry about this. 2 moments. Change him at a centre midfield. I forgot about that. Yep. Trying to think what sort of signings going to make in the summer, or what outgoings there's going to be as well. That's poor. Oh, that was fired in there. Bit of a scrappy start. Oof. I was going to get my head on it there. Go on, Ronaldo. Oh, lovely dipping shot there. Been very scrappy. And sorry about this too much. I need to actually stick in the charger here. Again, sorry about this. But yeah, it would be appreciated if you could leave any comments below, and like and subscribe if possible. I don't really know if I'm going to be doing videos again on a regular basis. Probably not, but I was inspired to do this by the Pro Spartan Gamer, who is a YouTuber, my favourite YouTuber actually. He does pretty much just PES now. He used to do PES and then the odd other game like the cricket games and the odd other sort of random series. But he seemed to have a bit of a break away from YouTubing, and he's come back very recently with his own Legends series. Oh, nice finish there by Ronaldo. Just floated the shot in there on his weaker foot as well. So yeah, nice little touch, lovely finish. But yeah, the Pro Spartan Gamer, go and check him out. Definitely my favourite YouTuber. What he does is every year that PES comes out, he normally has a series where he's got his own creative team, which is the Spartans, and he would play them in the English League normally. Start with the default Master League players, you know, the crappy players that everyone loves. I think that's the only way to really start a proper Master League. And what he's done is, from the years that he's been doing it, he's created his own Spartans Legends team. So of his and the fans' favourite legends that he's had over the years, like cult players that he's signed. And he's used a patch, which I'm using on this one obviously, where you can download lots of famous legendary teams. For example, you know, the Real Madrid legends. Nice finish, Cafu. Wow, doesn't score many. Again, a weaker foot. But yeah, such as the legends of Real Madrid, you'll have all the you know, the best players that have played for Real Madrid over the years. And there's many teams you can choose from. I started as I wouldn't do what the Pro Spartan Gamer did in terms of creating my own team. Probably because I haven't got the patience to do it. But also I used to love, not for a glory hogging way, but I used to love the Real Madrid team, and you know, the 90s and the early 2000s. Oh, another goal. Messi gets on the score sheet again. Yeah, I used to love the team when you had Figo and Zidane and Roberto Carlos and Brazilian Ronaldo and Casillas. They were just my favourite team to watch. Wasn't bothered about, you know, glory, anything like that. It was just watching them play was just amazing. And I'm a big Newcastle fan, but Real Madrid were always my second favourite team to watch back then. And you know, when you were a kid, you know, I think, don't know if everyone's the same, but like me and my mates would pick our favourite teams and would make like dream teams of our favourite players. And you know, half of the Real Madrid team would be in mine. And I thought, yeah, why not change what I normally do in the Master League? Instead of doing the Master League default players, start as the Real Madrid legends. You know, just start with a great team, give myself the best budget possible, you know, just for something different. You know, all these years of season upon season, you build your team up from a fairly average team, and you script and save money, and you find some hidden talents and some young players and build them up, and eventually over seasons you get this amazing team. But with this, you're starting, a head start basically, just for something different. I wouldn't do this every year, because I think it would get a bit boring, a bit too easy. Oh, how did that not go in there? Oh, Lampard. And I found it really enjoyable. I've managed to buy, as you can see, I've got like the likes of Cafu and Lampard here. Oof, wow, that was, I don't know where that was. And I'll probably show you my squad a little bit later on, but I mean, you saw it on the team sheet before, but I've got about 10 players on loan because I may have overbought and realised halfway through the season before the January transfer window that was just too much, to the point where I've had so many players, not just amazing starting 11 and the bench, but then behind that as well. I mean, I think I had maybe 32 players, and all of them could get in the starting 11 easily on most teams. So every week, you've got injuries and tiredness, and if they're down on form, that's fair enough, but you don't need that many players. So what my plan is that I will keep the core players that I love for the starting 11 and the bench, and then a few extra outside that for rotation, and I'll keep a number of players on loan. Maybe the players I'm not using as much, maybe the younger players, maybe the players that I'm not quite sure about. Stick them on loan, whether it's 6 months or a year. When they come back, if I fancy using some of them, then I'll keep them in the squad and I'll loan some other ones out. And it gives me a bit of a taste for all the players that I want to play with, but not worry about rotating them, basically having 3 starting 11s that I'm trying to rotate. I've got about the right amount now, I feel, if you don't include the ones on loan. So I think that's the way I'm going to go. And obviously I'm still going to want to make further signings. I mean, that's part of the fun, isn't it? Every transfer window, having a look to see what you can do. There are probably a few, not many, but maybe 2 or 3 players I'm going to sell. Like I say, definitely put some on loan as well that I don't want to get rid of and that I'm just not going to be using for the moment. And it'll give them a chance to get some good game time, and they'll improve the stats as well. Oof. If you can't give them game time, they're not going to improve as much. So you still want to keep that going. And even though they're already amazing players, you still want them to keep on developing. What would be great is if you could leave some comments. What are your favourite players of the year? So if you could sign any player, give us a couple of players that you would love to sign if you had a dream team or a legends team. Who would be the first sort of person on your team sheet? Unlimited money, what would you do? I mean, I started as the Real Madrid Legends, but my first ever, that I would always pick would be Zidane. Just one of my all-time favourite players. Just, to me, the perfect midfielder, and so enjoyable to watch. Figo. Oh, gonna make some subs soon. That was weak from Lampard. What I'll do is, before it goes out of play, So yeah, we'll definitely bring Ronaldo off. Put Di Stefano on. Put Maradona on here and move him to centre striker. Second striker, sorry, not centre striker. And we could put Kaká on for... I haven't basically seen Ronaldinho, to be honest. Now, would Kaká or Figo be better second striker? So Kaká goes up. No, I thought we'll better leaving that how it is, basically. But yeah, leave some comments. What sort of players you would sign? I would sign... If I didn't start as the Legends and I had a blank slate and I could sign but any players, definitely Zidane, definitely Roberto Carlos, definitely Cafu on the right back. Then you've got, you know, centre backs. There's quite a lot to choose from, to be honest, and I'm not as bothered about the centre backs. I did buy Van Dijk because he's pretty amazing on this year's game. Should have scored there. Zidane, Xavi, Iniesta in the middle. You know, obviously Messi's such a brilliant player. Cristiano Ronaldo is not a player I normally buy, to be honest. Obviously he was already on the team and he's an amazing player, but not what I normally buy. Ronaldinho, amazing player, but also just plays with a smile on his face, you know. Haven't seen many players enjoy playing the game so much as Ronaldinho does. Figo, classic Real Madrid legend. Not quite sure why he slipped there. I bought Maradona this year just because I think he's literally the highest rated player in the game if you include the legends. Heavy touch there. And I could possibly show you later, but oops, that's a bit of a... Oh, should score here. Yeah. But I could maybe show you my players that are out on loan, but I've got the likes of Cruyff, Van Basten, Totti. Can't remember half of the others, got that many. Oh. And I bought Beckham. He was on the Man United Legends. And what I normally do is the way I play with the formation with the 4-3-3, and obviously the... Oh, that was a powerful shot there. Well, that looks like an amazing ball by Maradona to Kaká. Try to return it to Di Stefano. Couldn't quite squeeze it through there. Wow. Carlos's legs are gone. Maradona. And now they can launch a counter. And he's going long. Nice ball again to Kaká. Now can he return it? I have not had a penalty in a long time. I wasn't even really watching, I was more concentrating on Lampard when he was picking up the ball. Let's have a look here. Right on the edge. It's a bit, got a bit of a tumble there, didn't he? Wow. Okay. You know, you get them... Hardly ever that I can't remember how to bloody take them. Nice. But yeah, with the formation I play, you got the centre forward, and then you've got on the width, you've either got wide forwards or can play them as second strikers, and Beckham doesn't really fit in that. And you could play him as a centre midfielder. He did move into a centre midfield sort of role when he went to Real Madrid sometimes, but he's certainly better on the right of midfield with the crosses he can put in. So what I normally do is I play him as a right back. But you know, my wing backs they are wing backs. They're very attacking. I do have the attack wing backs roll on, so you will see Cafu and Roberto Carlos get up and down the rings very often, more on attack and role than defensive. And Beckham does suit that role. It's not obviously the quickest, which is his one downfall, I suppose, but oh, I was through there. I would have been through. Apologies for any sloppiness in that game. I'm not very good at playing and talking at the same time. But an easy win there. A few different goal scorers. Let's have a look. Messi man of the match. I mean, I wouldn't say anyone particularly stood out better than the others, but yeah, makes sense. So as you can see, yeah, only one loss and one draw, and the goal difference is plus 107, so definitely need to up the difficulty. We'll have a very quick look, if you don't mind, at the rest of my team. You can see that Inter Forever is the next team to play. So, yeah, let's have a look. So, I'm not sure what's going on here. Transfer offers being received. The Omar is to train this person player at his own club. Now, let's have a look. Did we? I'm sure we bought in Buffon, did we? He's scheduled to move on the 1st of the 7th. Do we get rid of Khan? See, I've got 32 players. We'll just keep that one as it is for now. So here you can see the team. So the regular lineup, if I don't make any changes, is Casillas in goal. You've got Van Dijk and Beckenbauer in centre back roles. Cafu and Roberto Carlos, and then you've got a middle three of Xavi, Zidane and Iniesta, followed by Brazilian Ronaldo up front and Ronaldo and Messi either side. On the bench, we've normally got Maldini. He can play anywhere across the back four. He's a great utility. I mean, he's amazing as a centre back and amazing as a right back, but he can play anywhere. He can play left back as well. He's really useful. So if any of these get tired, and normally the wing backs do, Roberto Carlos, I don't know what his stamina is, but he does get very, very tired. Let's have a look. Stamina. He's got a high stamina, but he always tends to tire towards the sort of 65-70 minute mark. Got Lampard, Beckham, Figo, Kaká, and Maradona, and Ronaldinho normally on the bench. Khan is a backup striker. Obviously, we've got that to think about. Who do we want as the second? Did I say backup striker? Backup keeper. We're gonna have to decide. Do I really want three keepers? Probably not. Or do I buy Buffon and put one of them on loan? Not sure. Backup defenders, Varane and Sergio Ramos. So obviously they'll rotate. And again, you know, either of these two can play right back as well. I don't tend to play them there, but they can. I've got Raul and Di Stefano. Again, it's just backup rotation. I try and even out, you know, the game time if possible, but it's hard to keep track of it sometimes. And I know you can go in the settings and see how many games they've played, but it's just about feeling who are your favourite players. Then, if you look on loans, so we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on loan. So I've basically got 23 in my squad at the moment, which is a decent number. I was finding like the likes of Totti, Modric, and Cruz and Pirlo in midfield. You know, they were getting the odd game, but not too much. And then I've just got a ridiculous amount of players that can play on the front line. I love Bergkamp, but he hasn't really done it when I've played him. Obviously, he's 93 overall, and he's great technically. I mean, look at those ball control, etc. But I haven't played him enough. I mean, 4 appearances apparently. I don't know if that's right. Oh, I don't know if that's when it, or maybe that's when he's on loan, because it doesn't say out of so many. Puskas, great finisher. You can see a 99 finishing. The rest of his game, I do like, if possible, for my front three to all to be able to create as well. And Puskas and Van Basten are absolute clinical finishers. They lack a little bit in their passing ability. Not terrible, but compared to some other players. Copa, I'm pretty certain I'm going to get rid of him. He's a Real Madrid legend. I honestly don't know who he actually is myself. Good player. Don't get us wrong. Look at the ball control on there, and can use either foot just as well as each other. But here be going. I don't think I'm going to get rid of any of these. I don't think I could face getting rid of like Bergkamp and Van Basten and people like that. But we'll see. I mean, look at Cruyff, look at those stats. But that's it. You know, got a lot of players on the list I want to buy. I mean, you've ridiculous amount of players you could, but we'll have to wait and see. So if you wouldn't mind liking the video, commenting really would be much more appreciated. I'd like to get your ideas of players to buy, what you would do. Are you interested in doing your own Legends sort of league? And yeah, and if you can go check out the Pro Spartan Gamer on YouTube, great watch, very funny guy. He loves his PES. Great series to watch, very interesting games. He does play in a difficult setting, and the game is always pretty close. A lot more interesting than mine, I would say. So go and check him out, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Cheers.